Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm Sammi-Jo, and today's video is going to be self-care tips for the time poor. So that covers a lot of people, mostly mums, because I'm a mum of 3. I will cover a lot of things that you can do throughout the day. You can probably hear my children playing downstairs. I've tried to do this video I don't know how many times, and I think it just shows the importance of how much we need self-care to just be sort of put into our everyday practice. Self-care is one of the main reasons that I'm able to still keep up and get going, keep up with the kids, I keep motivated, because the key for me is to fill that sort of emotional bucket, like charge myself up so that I can then be more present and be more energetic with the children. However, there are lots of myths around self-care, especially this one that it takes a lot of time, or you need like a big block of time. I think this is like a big myth because people don't recognize what self-care is, or that self-care is almost like you have to have a bubble bath. Now this video is in collaboration with the lovely Luce. She too is a mum of 3, very similar to myself. She got 2 girls, and then we were almost like pregnant twins with our 3rd boy. She's lovely, really down to earth. If you've come over from her video, hello, lovely to have you here. I would love it if you would subscribe if you enjoy this video, if you like the type of things from mad families, lots of stuff on self-care, on well-being, general stuff. We're an allergy family as well, so if you have children with allergies, then I'm going to start trying to post a bit more about our allergy journey. Now I think a good way of thinking about self-care is that ultimately it's about you being able to do what's required just for you to be okay. Like, I think there's another myth around it being really selfish or self-absorbed if you are spending time on yourself, and I'm here to tell you it is not. You have to put in to you before you can then like expend energy into the world in some way. Some of these will take like conscious effort to do, and then other things are things that you just kind of will be able to work into your day. I'm going to break them down into different brackets. So the first one I'm going to talk about is to do with yourself. So what can you do that's self-care that's directed at you? Now, depending on your mood, it depends on what type of self-care that you need. I'm quite good at recognizing what type of thing that I need, right, in relation to how I feel. So if you're feeling really grumpy or angry or annoyed, you might need like to dance it out, or to like quite literally shake your body. There's this like quite physiological thing about just shaking like your hands or your legs, or just moving about really freely. I'm sure there's like loads of research into it and like how animals shake to calm down and stuff. Anyway, that's another thing. Another really good tip is to do with self-soothing. So this is to do with tapping and almost outwardly saying to yourself, like, I'm feeling really overwhelmed right now, but I'm okay, I will be okay, I'm fine, I'm trying my best. And again, that self-talk is really important in trying to just change your perspective of if you're feeling really low, then you might be being quite like self-critical or negative towards yourself. So saying, I'm good enough, I'm doing all right, I'm doing a good job, I'm a good mother, I'm a good friend, I'm a good daughter, all those sorts of things will really help. Another good one I think is be daft. Like, don't take yourself too seriously, like put a silly dance on. Music in general is really good at trying to implement some self-care, trying to sort of recognise whether you need a good dance, whether you need something calming, chilled out. We've got little Alexas like in the house, so if I'm doing the pots, I'll put the Alexa on and play like top hits or whatever. I sound like really old saying that, don't I? Or something really relaxing if I need it, if I feel like I'm like ready to burst. Some other things that I do for myself are things like reading books. Now, you might think, how on earth do you get time to read a book? Right, what I do is I've got a bookmark, and if the kids are playing nicely or it's quiet, like that is very minimal time in our house when people are quiet, but if they are, then I say, right, okay, I'm going to read 1 page or 2 pages of this book. And sometimes I can get through a chapter like in a day by just saying, right, okay, I'm going to read a page of a book today. And it's almost permitting yourself that little bit of time, and then it gets you into a routine of being able to do those little things, like just like ticking off that. It might be a minute of your day, but it's really worth it. Another good one is listening to podcasts. So depending on your mood, you might want to listen to something that's really funny or something that's really serious. Or actually with podcasts, it's a really good way, a really good avenue of trying to broaden your knowledge and like what you want to know about the world. And once you get into podcasts, it's really, really good fun. Like, I enjoy listening to people. It's like having a little friend on in the background just talking to you. Takes your mind off things if you're stressed too. Other really like cute kind of relaxing things that I do, I love essential oils, so diffusing some essential oils. I can do that in the morning and then just leave it on for a few hours. Kind of sets the mood as well in the house. It's really nice and calming. Yoga, you're gonna say, how on earth do you have time for yoga? All I do is like do 1 or 2 poses. I suffer with quite bad backache, and that's due to bad posture, breastfeeding, being really big when I'm pregnant, and just not really generally doing as much stretching and exercise and yoga as I probably should be doing, as I'm used to. There are 3 yoga poses that I really like doing. Downward dog, child's pose. I find that really calming. It's just like lying there, and it's a good excuse to just lie down like in the middle of putting washing away or something. And then the other one is the cow pose, so just sort of breathing in and out, lifting your head up and down like that. There's loads of stuff on yoga. If you're into that, you'll know what I'm talking about. Right, the next section I'm going to talk about is about other people. So how can you get other people to help with your self-care? Sounds quite contradictory really, doesn't it? But if you're a mum, you'll know that children demand a lot of your time. Now, I try and do this in 2 different ways. So I've got a 9-month-old baby. I carry him pretty much everywhere. A lot of people like ask me whether it's too much contact, and do you know what, like, he doesn't moan. He's quite happy when he's on there. He's secure, he's attached, you know what I mean? He's not bothered, and I can still get on with doing what I need to do. So I'm quite happy carrying him, but sometimes, yes, sometimes you need that distance, and people will need that more than others. So having a playpen, having like a walker, giving them something to do to occupy them time for then you to go and spend time on yourself, even if it's just to go and make a cup of tea. Another thing that I like to do with the older ones is try and give them roles to do. So we're in lockdown still while I'm filming this, and homeschooling has took a massive turn from, in the first like few weeks, we was really structured and organised, into just a more relaxed way of integrating homeschooling into our everyday. And we do some sit down work, but then some days we play school still, and I give the kids the role of teachers, and they give them little stickers to put on their chest, and they get up on the whiteboard that I got in the conservatory, and they really, really enjoy it, and it gives them something to do and takes the pressure off me. And I don't know why, I just really like watching them do it. It's so cute. Another way that other people can help you with your self-care is by reaching out to them. So text that friend, your mum, your dad, your neighbour, if you can speak to anybody. Even if it's social media, you like your favourite Instagrammer, your favourite blogger, your favourite vlogger. God, that was a mouthful. Go and write and comment on their posts, and connect out with other people. You know, we're meant to connect with people as human beings, so let's use social media for good. And then if you go on Instagram and feel really bad, then what you need to do is go through who you're following and delete the ones who make you feel bad, because it is no good having that type of energy in your life. The same sense as any vloggers, bloggers, anything like that. Just delete them, unfollow them. It doesn't matter. Don't think that they're going to be offended. It's your space and it's your feed. Now, in the same sense, you need to do that with friends or family members that are those energy sapping ones. You can hear my kids playing upstairs. But those ones where you see your message on your phone and your heart thinks like, oh my God, not this again. Like that sort of feeling. Either ignore them, sounds really harsh, but sometimes that you have have to prioritize your own sanity and your own energy, in the sense like you don't want to be giving that away to people who you don't get anything back from. Now, it's not to say that some people might be going through a bad time. This situation that we're in now in lockdown is absolutely mental, so you might be feeling that a lot more, but it's because we are in like actually a psychological test almost of like how much can we cope with. So you need to protect that energy, and saying no, you can still be kind and say no. You don't have to be mean and nasty. Now, another way to get good self-care is to organise or do some good cleaning. Now, you'll think I'm absolutely bonkers, but a tidy space is a tidy mind. There is loads and loads of research on how decluttering helps you psychologically. So get clearing out those cupboards, sort things out, tidy things up, and you will feel better. Now, as a mum, I do this by saying, right, okay, I'm going to do that area of the room. Or another tip, don't leave a room without something in your hand. Honestly, I might sound a bit mad to some people, but it's the only way that I can keep things moving constantly and avoid that like massive blowout of like 4 days of putting washing away, because trust me, I have been there. Another good one is to declutter or sort toys. So only have toys out that they like playing with, put the rest in boxes, put them in the attic, put them under the stairs, put them away. So they're not just tipping out everything all at the same time, because that can drive me mad. Right, the next one I'm going to talk about is buying yourself things. So people always think that like treating yourself has to be like this real extravagant thing. So in terms of like treats, I like to buy chocolate. Dark chocolate is my favourite. Again, it can really help boost your mood, dark chocolate. Buy something that you miss as well. So like if you've not had something to eat for a long time and that makes you feel really nice, buy it on your next shop. Now, the last one I'm going to talk about, which is probably the first things that you should be doing, so well done to getting to the end of the video, I should have put this at the beginning, is your basic needs. Make sure that your basic needs are met straight off. So trying to implement them in the day will be things like making a nice cup of tea. Do that in the morning, do that through the day. Make sure you're drinking enough water. So I fill up like a big soda stream bottle, or like a big 2-litre bottle, and make sure that you drink water throughout the day. We are like plants, we're just a bit more complicated. Eat lots of fruit. Bananas are a good one for self-care and increasing your mood. And dark chocolate, obviously. Comfort food, making things that you really like to eat. Make your favourite thing. Another thing that we don't think about really with basic needs is being sort of safe and clean. So making sure that if like the window latch is broken, that's fixed, because that will be playing on your mind. You know, getting up in the morning, washing your face, brushing your teeth first thing, brushing your hair, they're all really good things to sort of help put you in that mood, and just little bits of self-care when you really need it. Brushing your hair and putting a bit of makeup on, that always makes me feel better and makes me feel a bit more motivated actually when I do that in the mornings. So yeah, I hope that has been very helpful. Please do consider subscribing. Thanks again to Luce, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.